Alright, everybody, as you can see, I mean, I wasn't kidding. This sumbitch is apart. It looks like shit. I'll tell you why. Uh, of course, thermal compound. It's psi, it's 15.7 watts per meter Kelvin. It's Arctic MX4. It's about 12. On my thermal pads, there's 3 different thicknesses. They're all 10 centimeter by 10 centimeter. There's a half millimeter, 1 millimeter, or a half millimeter, 1.5 millimeter, and 2 millimeter pad in there. Works perfectly for everything I gotta do. This is the mounting kit for my new heatsink, which is that right there. It is a GameMax 400S GTE version 2. That is the heatsink they had in there. All aluminum. And you can tell that the factory paste had a lot of air bubbles in it. The fins on the heatsink are bent as shit. There's not really much fucking surface to work with. This, on the other hand, going from a 90 to a 120 fan. And this is the stand-up. The fan attaches right onto the side, and it's going to sit right on top once I clean up the fuckery of the factory being a complete bunch of fucktards. And clean all that up, pull up the plate. I'm gonna pull the motherboard right out, mounting plate on the back, the 10s, set up the posts and mount everything, and it will be blowing right out the back here. I actually do have a PWM fan for that. It's a fucking Frostblade Predator, and as you can see, I've cleaned this thing inside and out, and there was actually enough space between the mount that it allowed that much in there, and that's half cleaned. So that's only probably about 6 months. That's it. My GPU was 10 times worse, but I mean that's some shit that should not be happening. I understand it's pre-built, but take a little pride in your work. It's an Acer Nitro 50 N50 610 UR14, running a Intel Core i5 10400F, 2.9 gigahertz. So funny thing is this being an i5, I actually am running 3200 meg RAM sticks. There's 32 gigs there total, dual channel, running 1600 megahertz per channel. The i7s, a lot of the i7s and a lot of i9s only actually will run up to, they'll only hold in RAM up to 32 gigs, what I have right now. This can hold 64, which probably in the next 4 months there will be maxed out RAM in this, even though that's overkill. 32 gigs is overkill. No game touches 32 gigs of RAM. Of course, we got the PSU. For some reason, they decided to put it in a fucking lockbox, and then make this fucking rat's nest here. So, and the really fucked up thing about it is, you can look down there. See that mesh? Instead of just leaving a honeycomb, they put mesh inside the honeycomb. I've had to clean this out hole by hole with Q-tips, and it gets filthy. That I did these two probably about 20 minutes ago, and I cleaned all of this, compressed air, Q-tips per the holes. I even ran down through the back, only probably about 3 weeks ago. Of course, there's my GPU. Let's see, NVIDIA GeForce GTX 1650. I did all the thermal work on it myself. They did a shit job, of course. Unfortunately, I only have one HDMI and one DVI-D. I'm actually looking at a 1660 Super that will replace it. The fan, it sits right here in the PCI 3.0 M2. It's only got a single PCI 3. It's a proprietary motherboard. It's very odd. The only thing this will ever fit in is an ATX mid-level, and you're looking at a very, very small aspect of those even. I don't know why there's a third slot, but that was actually covered up. It was not allowing this fan to actually create an exhaust out the side, or out the back. These two up here, these two mount pins up here, you can actually mount a top fan, but it's a 1650. It's really fucking good for what it does, especially if you can get the right settings. So if you're gonna do that, make sure you fucking, you have either a backup GPU, backup drive, you know what the fuck you're doing. Other than that, have fun with it. You can overclock those, even though they're mid-level. You can overclock them and make them fucking do whatever the hell you want. I can run Tiny Tina's Wonderlands on Ultra. I can run almost every game on Ultra on an i5. You just know what you're doing. So, but yeah, that's about the gist of it. And of course, I got all my tools here. My small screwdriver set. Of course, that's my DVI-D to HDMI adapter. It's my RAM. It's Team Group Elite 3200 megahertz UDIM. My Torx set. This came with some fucking thing. I don't even remember. It's just like really fucking cheap Phillips head that I just keep around because it's also got a flathead on it. Comes handy for prying shit open. And my DeWalt small repair kit. And hell, my own 2 damn hands, which are pretty beat to shit. So, but yeah, if anybody's ever got any questions about how to do all this, how to remove the motherboard, replace it, repair anything, fuck, get a hold of me on the page. Get a hold of me on my personal page if you got me. And hell, down the line, I think we're going to do a little modding on this case before I get a new one. I am going to be actually adding another fan. It's not going to sit on the inside, actually. It's going to sit on the outside. It's a 15 millimeter ID fan. It's RGB, just my new CPU heatsink and fan. That's RGB as well. But yeah, turn around with my fucking bed. My futon's a mess. This is the front panel. Yeah. So it sits like this. I actually took the fins. There were internal fins in there. It kind of closed up. You got a fucking cow catcher on there. It's a really well working and functioning PC. Poorly fucking designed for airflow. Absolute trash. I have fucked with this I don't know how many different ways. I got fucking drawers full of fucking tools and parts. Everything right down in there. And it's all coming from fucking with this. Of course, this unnecessary lighting. Just a red light. This right in here. And that's connected. That actually is what causes the red lights in there. So yeah, 15 millimeter. About 15 millimeters deep. It fits just inside of that, and it'll be sitting there, bringing airflow in. I normally keep the sleds out for the internals. I can hold a SATA 2.5, 3.5. Usually it's a Seagate that you'd want to be looking for. Western Technology is between 1 and 4 gigs. So, and you can mount those inside. Those are easy. Set up SATAs. I got my external Seagate 1 terabyte. It's got my entire Steam library on it. So I mean, it's a good overall PC. It really is. I mean, straight out of the box, it's got a single channel 8 gig stick of RAM. That and for $100, you can bring it up to 32. So that's not bad. A lot of these. This is the UR14. It used to go for about 1,100. It goes for about 850 now. It's between 750 and 850. Unless you go to, like, you know, eBay and somebody's just like, oh my god, no, it's a UR15. Yeah, well, the 15 comes with a 1660 Super. Yeah, come on, Kyle. No better than that. So, but yeah, that's basic rundown. I wish I could stream this live for y'all, but hey, unfortunately, you know, it's a lot easier said than done because all I have is that clamp right there, and I had to do a whole bunch of fuckery and magic with that stand down there to actually even get it to work somewhat to stay standing up. So, but yeah, I mean, shit. If you ever have any questions, like I said, any questions whatsoever, you know, feel free to contact me on the page, my personal page if you got me. And hey, best of luck in your builds. It can be a pain in the ass. So I definitely suggest sitting down, taking the time, getting to know every part that you are going to fuck with in any way, shape, or form, even just taking the front panel off. Because there could be little connections in there. You fucked that up. You fucked up. Congratulations. You played yourself moments. And you don't want to be that person. You never do. So, yeah. I'm going to go shave. Because I look like rotten hell. And I'm going to come back. I'm going to finish doing all the thermals. And I'm going to bench it. See where we're sitting. Before this, we were sitting probably about 52 degrees Celsius idle for the CPU, and sitting probably about 70 under load. The GPU was sitting at what was it, 42 on idle, and it was hitting close to 80 under load. So that's what we're gonna do, benchmarking, you know, getting everything set. I will be back on, hopefully tonight, and do some retro games. Remember, Patreons, get the fuck in the Discord. Vote on those games you want to see. NES or SNES, come on. Give me something fun. I'm playing Mega Man 2 to begin with. I ain't playing Mega Man 3. You know, play some Jack. I don't know. That's it. Become a Patreon, find out. Become a part of the movement. This is Mixed Bag Gaming Plus. This is what I do to make a living. Outside of streaming and voice acting. So next time, listen and always keep an open mind. Continue learning, and as I always say, take care of yourselves. You know? Be good to each other. Stay safe. Do what you love. Love what you do. And for Christ's sake, self-care is not a fucking luxury. Please take care of your damn self and the people you love. And one last thing. If you ain't got something nice to say, keep your goddamn mouth shut. Alright? Everybody has an opinion. Everybody thinks their opinion doesn't stink, just like their farts. So, each their own. Do no wrong. Leave no mark. And try to leave a better place than we got here. It's Bad Gaming Plus signing off. I will see you shortly. Shit, I got this built back up. I might hop right on the Xbox. So, take care. Much love and respect. Catch you on the next one.